Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to a new video. I don't know where to start to communicate that we have lost our Rio. Unfortunately, our horse Rio has passed on. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. It's a mix of emotions, but it's not only the sadness, it's not only the surprise. It was something totally unexpected, and the anger I have inside, the feeling of this is not fair. So Rio started with an issue in one of his legs. Every now every not all the time, but it was starting to happen more and more often. That maybe we would go for if he would work like hard. Maybe the training was a little bit intense and running and things like that. Then he would start to glimpse one of his legs, and we would let him rest. And then he would start to walk normally and be okay again with some treatments as well. But the last time, I felt like last time I ride on him, actually I made a video out of it. I recorded my last ride. I started to feel, he started to make a noise. Like it sounded very like he was very uncomfortable. And I asked the trainer, and he says, no, that's normal, and in stallions they do that noise. For me, it didn't feel normal. For me, I feel like he was in pain. And yes, indeed, after that he started to show this issue with his leg again. And he received some medications, some injections with the veterinary and things like that, but he wasn't really getting in so much better. So of course he was resting. He was only just grazing around and not doing any work. And then the fact that he was not getting better, the veterinary recommended that we let him stay in the stable, and we feed him so he doesn't have to be walking and grazing. So for that reason, we bought some hay. So he started to eat hay, and I feel that he had a very abrupt change in his diet, from just eating the regular grass here to suddenly only eating the hay, plus the stress for his pain and what he was going through, plus the stress of suddenly being locked when he's used to be free. And so yesterday he started to show symptoms of colics, and they were colics indeed. And today we are mourning him. I knew that the main cause of death in horses are colics. So I have read before about it, how to avoid it and things like that, and I never thought it never crossed my mind that it was going to happen with that. Like, it was so unfair that we tried to take care of him. We tried to do something to help him heal, and it ended up in the worst way. I felt so useless that I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know anything. Nobody knew anything. Even the vet couldn't help. I don't know what to say. Now I'm just realizing that I can't believe that I record my last ride on him. He was such a gentle soul, such a nice boy. He had his character. He was firm on his character. He wouldn't let you play around, but he was so sweet. And funny fact, he was very soon to be 5 years old, and his date of birth is same day of my dad's birthday, on December 18. My dad and Rio's birthday. And I was excited about that because my family is coming very soon, and in fact I think that my dad will celebrate his birthday here, and it was going to be nice. It already crossed my mind that it was going to be their birthday together. The other day I just received a crystal, a piece of amethyst, very big, very beautiful, very unique, as a gift, and it really reminded me to my amethyst that I also lost. And I never stopped remembering her, even though I experienced a few months with her only. She left us very quickly, extremely unexpected, and it shouldn't be normal to be mourning horses like that. But those are the news for today. Um, I had other plans, but life had other plans for me. I'm in the river. It's funny, it looks like we are going through a quite difficult time in many other aspects that I'm keeping private. And at the same time, all the things are doing very well. And we have great news, and just the duality is so strong. But I was never expecting this. I was never expecting this. Yes, more horses are coming, but they're just not replaceable. And one of the things that honestly always get me a little bit worried is just knowing how delicate horses are. And it's not actually that they are like super delicate, actually they are very strong, but they need a lot of care in general. But if we think about horses in the wildness, they are very tough. They don't live in stables, they don't wear shoes, they don't do this and ABCD. No, they are very tough animals. But it's funny that their very, very, very long intestines are very delicate. And something that sounds so silly as gases can literally take away their life. I really feel it could have been avoided. That's why I feel so useless. What I was saying is that when it comes to having horses in this area where nobody has ever had contacts with horses, or the majority, it's like the care for them in terms of health, like veterinaries and any other type of stories. Like we were actually trying to observe how can we treat his leg. Maybe he needed a scan. We were actually discussing how to scan his leg, bringing a veterinary from Nairobi or doing ABCD. Because it's in moments like this when you want someone that you can just call and tell him, come quickly, I need you. It's very hard. It's very hard. So that has always been like my worry when it comes to being in this area with the horses, but it doesn't make it impossible anyway. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to say anymore, but I guess we needed to communicate this. Only one thing that I will ask from you, because I'm showing myself this vulnerable and in this moment of grieving, just before any type of thought crosses your mind. Because I can prove this, we can prove there's a lot of very mean people typing comments on the internet. Very mean people. It's just a little bit of respect. Before any type of comment, any type of thought crosses your mind, I ask you to have a little bit of empathy. Because this moment is quite painful. And it's something I don't wish to anybody. That's all. That's all. Honestly, I have no more words. But this is how our day ended last night and how our morning has started today. Malaika, you're the most detached here. Rio will be crying for you. The way he cries, he used to cry every day and stand there waiting for you every time that we would go for a small 20 minutes walk. He would be standing there with Onyx and waiting for you. And for sure he would be crying right now. He would be crying and crying and crying. I can assure. You are the toughest, Malaika. You have resisted everything. And Onyx, you mean a very, very big memory for us now. Onyx was really a blessing, like the sun rising across the horizon after Amethyst left us. Like he brought a lot of hope. I guess this was the purpose of Rio, to give us Onyx and to continue his journey. Thank you, Rio. I love you so, so, so much.